that was close.
How far is that jump?
It's like 10 feet.
It seems like 10. It seems like 2 feet too far.
Yeah, right. I think we measured it.
Yeah, you know, it's gnarly, dude. I ain't gonna say it ain't. And even for me, like the last 3 or 4 times I've done it, I've done it. I still think I can do it today. I have complete confidence. But the thing is, you have to have confidence doing it. You just can't go there, oh shit. I mean, now, am I sweating a little bit? Yeah, my hands are sweaty. I ain't gonna lie. I'm fucked because I was like, yeah, we're going to Baldy. I feel like a kid, like we're going to the skate park right now. And I've seen more people fall into the pit walking across the wood than jumping. Really? I've seen that way more. That's kind of why I used to jump a lot, because I didn't trust the fucking piece of wood. Because I've seen so many people fall through the piece of wood. I think probably one of the craziest stories is the Rolling Stone was going to do a story on Hosoi. And the photographer's name was Nick Nichols, this very famous wildlife guy now. Somehow Hosoi told him about going to Baldy. And somehow they ended up out here with me one day, and we took Hosoi and the boys, and we all went up there. They had 3 or 4 assistants with the photographer guy holding all his gear and taking it back and forth across the wood. And he had a real heavy set dude, probably about 250. And I kept telling the guy, I go, dude, you need to be careful crossing that piece of wood, because I think it snapped, you're pretty heavy, and you got all that gear you're carrying, you got a backpack, and you hold this shit. Oh, don't worry about me, it's fine. And eventually, the fucking wood snapped, and he fucking fell in the pit, probably about halfway through.
With his gear?
With his gear in his hand.
No.
And just fucking piled. And then we were super fucking baked, because we were smoking weed. And he's sitting there just like, ah! And then it turned out he broke his leg. And then it turned into a rescue. And then we had to fucking get him out of the pit, which was a fucking nightmare, with a 250-pound dude with a broken leg. Oh my God, it was fucking, I can't believe we got him out of the pit, but we did. But anyhow, that whole day was such a crazy fucking thing that dude, Nick Nichols, called me on the phone like a week later. He's like, dude, that place you took me to, Baldy Pie, that was the most craziest thing I've ever, that was the best. I just want to thank you. And the cool thing is, when the story came out, this whole little thing about going to Baldy, and I had the centerfold, and Rolling Stone was me.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. And they had a big poster of it and shit, and I was fucking, bam, yeah, I was stoked on that shit.
When was that?
So it had to be 88, because Pipeline was closing in 88. So it had to be 87, 88.
Salba, what year was the first year you went to skate Mount Baldy?
Jeez, that's a good question. I think probably like 75.
Oh, really? Did you ever skate it with Waldo Autry?
Well, I mean, we saw him there, but we didn't know who he was at that point.
And there are dreamers. Waldo Autry's imagination takes him beyond gravity and common sense on a truly magical ride.
And it wasn't until like a little later, then when I skated Pipeline, that he kind of met me through Ligaheimer and some of those guys.
Yeah, because like that one skateboard handbook, and he's on the cover.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That was the first time I ever saw him.
Yeah, that photo's classic. That's probably one of the most iconic skateboard photos. His shot, and then Mike Weed's shot was another classic shot, you know what I mean? Because the one thing I liked about Mike Weed's shot is because they used his silhouette for the Pipeline logo. And I was like, that was sick. Like, dude, that's Mike Weed right there. I was seeing him there. I met him. He was one of the dudes who was like, he was cool to us.
Yeah, because I always wanted to skate Baldy since I was like 8 and 75, but then didn't go there till 87. I think me, you, and Hosoi and a bunch of us went there.
It's always rad when you go with a rad group to Baldy. You know what I mean? Because I haven't been up here in a while. But see, we used to park up here though. I'm telling you, that guy's probably gonna be out there, man. And I'm telling you, if you cross that guy's gate, he's gonna get pissy. I know he will. Fucking so, yeah, put that camera down.
I haven't been here in a long time.
When was the last time?
Probably like 6 years ago, possibly. But it was my dream when I was 8 years old to come skate here.
Really?
One of the first skateboard magazines I got, Skateboard Book, had Waldo Autry clicking out on the front. I always wanted to go there, and then didn't go there till years later, till like 86, 87. And then they get to go with him. It's insane.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, we're just gonna go skateboard. Yeah. This is fucking, doesn't get realer than this.
But it gets scarier and scarier the older you get.
Yeah, for sure.
But they built the dam in 52, and then they were done building the dam by, say, 55. Think of just the history about this. If the dam was done in 55, and Muck didn't find the pipe till 69, that means no one really even fucking saw that thing for what, 15, 16, 17 years? Stay down so you don't see you. That's the only thing about when you do this shit. You gotta get in clean. If you're in clean, you're good. It's all these fucking nosy neighbors, you know what I mean? And the thing is too, now Baldy, when we first skated in the old days, was smooth as a baby's bottom. It was so good. A little lumpy, but it was smooth as shit.
Was it the founder?
Pat Mullis is his real name, but they called him Muck. So him and his friends, he said they used to walk up all the flow control channels up here just to take acid and make noise and do that shit. And then one day they come up here and fucking boom, they led to this place and wow, you know what I mean?
That is crazy as fuck.
One of the most crazy stories I've ever heard is these friends of mine were taking acid up here one night, and they were on the other side of the pit. These psycho brothers I used to know, and they were looking into the pit, and they were so like out of their mind that they actually fell into the pit face first from here. And one of the dudes broke his teeth out, broke his jaw, concussion, all that kind of shit.
I got psyched out.
Fuck, what was that? Wow.
I shouldn't be doing this hungover.
I can't believe you just did that. That was fucking so fucking gnarly.
I got so scared.
Oh my God.
And another story for
Fuck. Shit. Maybe I should do it without my board.
Yeah, do without your board.
Because that was kind of what fucked me up was my board swinging. Well, that and I need to take a shit.
Fuck, that was gnarly, dog. Can't believe you fucking did that.
you got that.
Yeah, that was so good.
Because like we always felt like if you didn't jump the pit, you didn't earn it, kind of thing. So sometimes when we'd be skating and we'd see people show up, we would just kick the piece of wood in, and I was known for doing that forever. Blatant localism, my beach, my wave kind of shit. Back in the 80s and 90s, dude, it was like, fuck you guys. Anybody for that matter didn't want to jump the pit. If you're gonna skate, you know, the Holy Grail, you gotta cross the pit. So you gotta believe in yourself if you're gonna do it, number one. And I barely clear it every time. Even since I was a kid, I barely clear it because I'm stumpy. But yeah, that was close.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I haven't probably been here in a year again. And prior to that year, I probably haven't been here in 3 years. Still cool to come to, it's just so rough now. So sick though, that looks so rad. Rad to be here, man. It's been so long. It's so rad though, like with the echo and the silhouette. It's such a sick sight. Oh! Now here's a cool story. Now I was talking to Muck, right, and so he found this place in 1969, right, where they were the first dudes to like ride bikes and skateboards in here. No, they weren't doing this by any means. They were probably just riding on a flat. Okay, so fast forward to 1970s, like the early 70s. Now Waldo Autry gets the credit for like being like the king of Baldy, which is cool. But at the same time, now Wally Inouye was the dude who told Waldo how to get here. And Wally told me his surfer friend's dad had told him about this dam that had a pipe in it. That dad took the kids and Wally and they found this place in '73. So Wally said he skated this place like in November '73 for the first time. And the cool thing is what Wally told me is when they first came here, they didn't really know how to approach it. They didn't know what to do. So Wally told me he did this. He just skated like this the whole time. Right? Just pumping on one wall like a surf wave, right? He says the next time they come back is when he starts kind of doing this, carving both ways, front side and back side. So Wally's never really told the story to too many people, but he told it to me. And to me, that's one of the most amazing things in my book, that number one, Wally skated here before anybody skated. And number two, he basically created the lines for us to take. You know what I mean? Which is pretty fucking awesome. So I just want to say a big shout out to Wally Inouye.
I can imagine the first guys would just be carved in it.
Yeah.
No one was kick turning.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I did at first. I didn't know how to kick turn at first when I first came here. We carved, and we were lucky if we carved up to the tar lines. Especially in those days, we didn't have precision wheels, and you had sure grip trucks, crappy boards. This is before skating even really fucking took off, you know what I mean? So you have the most shitty equipment here. Good? But see, again, it's just so crazy to think that, like, that we're skating in this thing that was never made to be skateboarded on. That wasn't made for skateboarding. It was made to carry water out in case a dam gets overflooded. I just think that's pretty incredible that pipe skating starts here. This is like ground zero. Baldy pipe right here. Because there's been so many people, from Wally to Waldo to Mike Weed to everybody in between all those guys, Lee Geheimer and Tay Hunt and Chris Stropel. Then you got all the, like myself and my brother and like, you know, Scott Dunlap, Mike Smith, all those kind of dudes a little later on. So all these stickers like up in here are from like pipe pasting. So basically when you're going backside, you stick a sticker in your left hand, or if you're a goofy foot, you put it in your right hand. And as you're going up the wall, if you're goofy, you put it up this way. If you're regular, you put it up this way. So that's where all these stickers are from. So the cool thing is, now me and my brother used to be pretty fucking good at pipe pasting. We used to win most of the contests. And so like, some of my stickers are still up here from when I was a kid. There's a silver Lester sticker up there on the top.
Yeah.
The Pacific sticker right underneath that was my first skateboard sponsor, Pay Pacific Skate Shop. So that sticker to that one and one to the right is SSA sticker. I stuck those when I was a kid in the 70s. And a Roscop, and there's another Malba up there, and the OJs.
Oh yeah, whoa.
My brother put those up on that side long ago.
The OJ,
Mickey. He put the OJ and those Malba stickers up there. Right here. That's the section right there. So see that paint mark is on top?
Yeah.
Those track marks, those are Bob's marks up there. That's where Bob tried to do the loop right there. Now the crazy thing about this, now look, we're in the first section back here where it starts basically right here, right? So this is the section Davon skated for his cover deal. But see the walls back here are different. It's slat wood. You can see the forms. And then when you come back into here, it opens up. Actually the gate's right here. You can see it. Turn around now, look.
I heard it. It's like a 2-second delay.
Yeah, right? But anyhow, these are the gates. Behind these walls, these are just big walls that are on hydraulic lifts. There's 3 of them. But shit gets through the trash racks though. And so it comes through here and starts, and that's how the pipe gets fucked up. But again, when you just look at the pipe from here, it looks so mesmerizing. You know, it's just like, it's like heaven. You know, it's like when you die and you go through the tunnel. That kind of shit. You know, people got to look at Baldy now. Now, I'd like you to focus on the ground real quick, just show you how rough this shit is, you know what I mean? Especially from the inside looking out. You can really see how rough it is now. It's still an iconic spot, but it's not like it was. Let's be honest. In the 80s, this place was prime still. Even in the 90s.
Really?
Even in the early 2000s, this place was still not like it is now. But it's got the gnar factor, which is so rad about this place. It's fucking gnarly. You gotta jump the pit. You gotta fucking skate. Rah! You know what I mean? Seeing all the rad shit through here all these years, from seeing someone like Waldo, and seeing someone like Mike Weed, and seeing someone like Tay Hunt and Lee Geheimer, who basically were my mentors coming up as a kid. You know, seeing like our friends Bunk and Bennett and Adam 12 and Danny and dressing skating here today with us. The thing is, every time you come to Baldy, it's a good time. It's always an adventure to get in here. It's always some kind of sketchy fucking mission, you know, because of the neighbors and it's like the cops and all that shit. But you know, I mean, I've been thrown in jail twice or 3 times in the years from here, in like in the 40-year period I've skated here. To say that skateboarding is not a crime, that's bullshit, because skateboarding is a crime, to be honest with you, if you're doing it right. This is, to me, this is like the holy grail of skateboarding. And then to get here, you gotta cross the pit. You come to Baldy, you gotta jump the pit, motherfucker. I did it today, so you gotta bust that shit out.
What up YouTube, Indiarasp here, and you should watch more awesome Santa Cruz videos. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the latest videos. Thanks for watching and stay safe everyone. Peace.